Welcome to the Lake District.
Hello.
Last time we had one of these, what we did was take it down Middleton Sands and it didn't really put it through its paces. So instead today we're going to take it green laning. Yes, brand new looks, same powertrain, also same capabilities, 3.5 ton towing, simultaneously with a ton on the bed as well. I suppose that's where this car stands out. Also, Ernie was pointing out a really interesting thing. Look how easy it is to work on this engine. You can literally put your arm anywhere you need to.
When you start looking at it, everything that you've got to actually service is to hand.
It was even on gas struts as well. So, let's hit the green lanes. Well, we're here again, Ernie.
Yeah, it's going to be an equal test, I think. Alright, it's a bit damper than last time, but
I think that'll add to it.
Absolutely. I'll test the capabilities more than we did last time, but it was very sure-footed last time, so I can't see it being any different.
A lot of people have enjoyed that video as well. And if you're interested, click here to see it. So that was the Rexton, the new one, off-road. This is now the new Musso.
It is breathtaking up here, no matter what the season, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Apologies, Annabelle. Well, not really, but you know, comes with the territory, doesn't it? Look at this. This is way different to last time.
Yeah.
That's the one thing we'll have to just double check afterwards. See how low that front bumper skirt thing comes down. Doesn't feel bad now. It feels quite capable. Ooh, bit of movement there.
I think people can't really appreciate how rough this terrain actually is.
I know.
You don't get it because the Musso's absorbing so much of it.
I know, it's very good at its job, isn't it?
It is.
The only thing that lets it down, and that's only on paper, we've not really tested it, is its wading depth.
Operational, let's say.
There he is. Oh, he's got a shotgun. Cheers, lad. Old school farmer with his shotgun. See that very often now, Dave.
Arm response would be on him if he was down anywhere else but round here, wouldn't
it?
Now what do you do when you get the new Musso? You compare it to the Rexton, so we take it on the same track because we want to see if the capabilities are up to spec. We'll catch up later on down the track. I've had an idea. I'm going to see if I can get up here in 2 high. Thing is, if I can't, I've always got 4 high, and I don't think I'll need 4 low, but it is a lot wetter up here since the last time.
Spun a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, and I think if I'd been going all the way in one go with a bit of beams behind it, it'd have gotten up, but it would have skidded a fair bit.
It would have been a bit snaky possibly, so...
Safety wise, we're going to go with 4 high from home.
Well, we'll be able to launch straight from here, so that'll be good. Let's try it.
Highly impressive, especially when you consider that we're on road tyres.
Look at that angle.
I'm tempted to see if we can get some of the sheep in the back.
No, we're not really into sheep rustling, even though those are a woolen variety, aren't they?
I'd have had to constantly walking 2-wheel high myself.
Yeah, no, I think I would have tried that, but I can imagine it would be a bit kicky.
Yeah, definitely kicky, but I think even on road tyres it made it.
The interesting thing is as well, when you look at it, you think, will it be able to do that? But like the Rexton, it's got deceptive looks, hasn't it?
It just took it in a stride, to be honest. the looks, I'd be quite happy telling this driver city centre as up on a farmyard, to be honest.
Yeah.
It just isn't even phasing it whatsoever.
No. And as Annabelle mentioned, you could chuck a couple of sheep in the back and just off you go up to the top of a hill. New looks look far better though. They must be fogs and not daytime runs.
But the depth of the bumper as well.
Oh yeah.
When you look at it, it's got some depth to it.
Well, it's got some uniqueness as well. I mean, I don't think there's actually a pickup that looks quite like that, is there?
I do like the front grille.
Yeah.
I think the grille's a nice accent to it, and the texturing in the grille, it definitely, it's a nice touch.
Also, I've realised that if you'd have put the Rexton grille on this, I think it would have looked over the top.
Yeah, definitely.
It would have looked more Escalade, whereas this is far more suited with the bars.
I think it looks just as at home here as it did out on the road when we were sat at the service station before.
Yeah, the new looks have certainly added something to it, haven't they?
Absolutely.
Be interesting to see what they do with the powertrains moving forward.
Will they go for the 8-speed like they did in the Rexton?
If you're going to do that, you probably change the engine as well. Maybe hybrid tech, who knows?
Maybe. I mean, that's the way that manufacturers are trying to go anyway, but
Well, that's it. It depends on which market you're going for. As we know, things like this, they're not quite as tight on emissions in other countries.
and that money. How?
It's a bargain, isn't it? Ideal for farming, construction,
Yeah.
leisure activities, towing your caravan.
To be honest, I'd be more inclined as a luxury just for towing your caravan about. And
Yeah. Well, that's where the Corando comes in normally. That's what, yeah, it's one of the best and well recognised towing vehicles in the UK. Especially for caravan and world and such.
The Rhino is the long wheelbase version of the Musso Pickup and has a bed that is 1.61 metres long and measures 5.4 metres in total. It's the only pickup on the market that can tow 3.5 tonnes and carry over 1.1 tonnes on the bed at the same time. It's powered by the same 2.2 turbo diesel 4-cylinder engine with a choice of a 6-speed automatic or 6-speed manual gearbox, and delivers 181 PS and 420 Nm of torque. It features part-time 4-wheel drive with 4 high and 4 low. The ground clearance has been increased by 5mm to 220, and it has a turning circle of 6.1 metres. The approach angle is 19.5 degrees, the departure angle is 20.5 degrees, and it has a ramp angle of 20 degrees. It's highly refined with all-round heated seats, and the front are also ventilated, and it's fitted with smart safety, a rear camera and more. You can also pick and choose from a large range of options that include soft covers, hard tops, roll bars, a tailgate damper, comfort springs, the list goes on. You can even uprate the bulbs and add parking sensors. The range starts at £23,000 and this model costs around £31,000 excluding VAT. And don't forget that 7-year warranty.
Well, we picked the right day to come up here. Let's look at the mist resting at the top of the fells. And in a word, this has done exactly what we expected it to. Even that deep bumper's just not challenged it, has it?
Not at all.
Ah, nice. It hasn't bottomed out for me.
No. Oh no, it's doing very well. Ah, looks like the gorses are flowering. Oh hey, it's taking away some of it now.
Appreciation of how steep this is, all the conditions, and this, it's absolutely soaking. There's little streams going down the road.
Well, it's divotty, isn't it?
Oh, I nearly broke my ankle a couple of times walking down, and it is. You don't get a scale of it.
No. Got brakes. Oh, nice! And it's deceptive about the vehicle's looks as well.
Well, that's just a 12-inch rut that has just dropped down effortlessly. Wow, that's why I got further back. You missed me by millimetres.
Right. I think
This is Ben. Don't
Well-
be like Ben in front of a puddle.
bombs through these potholes and pretty much anything it comes across, it just flattens.
Well, Ben, don't need a bath this evening?
Nothing like coming up the lakes and having a shower.
Absolutely.
Yeesh. It's not just us out today, looks like crossers are out as well. Courteous bunch as well. It says something when you see bike coming up terrain like this. Oh, this looks fun. Step it down there, Annabelle. There we go. Even with that overhang, it didn't catch. Well, this has certainly been washed out since we were last here. The Rexton didn't have to cope with anything quite as raw as this. I think it should walk it though, shouldn't it, Ernie?
I do. Doing a better job than we are.
Yeah, that's why I'm on the grass. So this has certainly been washed out. But look at that. It's not losing its composure. Good clearance. It's effortless for it, as Ernie says.
And it's just come straight over it without even bothering.
Yeah.
Like we were saying about the ground clearance issues that you were saying about the front bumper. It's just not there.
It's not. But you'd think it would be with things like that. Oh no, it's very well designed because of it.
Yeah.
It can look so sharp and have such a powerful presence on a road, but be this capable off-road.
And it's the long wheelbase.
Yeah, I know. And returns, what, about 27 to the gallon the way we're driving it?
Yeah, well, I think, to be honest, if it was driven with a bit more sedation, I think you'd probably see over 30 to the gallon.
Yeah.
Right.
Well then.
That was fun.
It was.
It's a lot more eroded this time than how it was when we came up in the summer in the Rexton.
There's been serious water down here washing it out, there really has.
Yeah.
It says it all the way crosses, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, put it this way, right? Anyone that says that this track, it's not a fair test, why would you come green laning on a motocrosser if it wasn't a challenge? Now that was a challenge, and this took it without even batting an eyelid.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. It didn't break a sweat. You're right, Ernie. It just did everything with ease. Coming up, it could have been done in too high, but to be honest, I was a bit of a scaredy cat, so I'm glad that I stopped and put it into.
I'm sure
full height
SsangYong will
below.
be thankful for that, to be honest, Annabelle. If that's the thing, if you don't feel capable doing this kind of stuff, make sure you've got a professional with you, or you've tested it before and you battered out Jimny.
Yeah.
Not a brand new SsangYong, even though, as we mentioned, it will cope with it with ease, in a word.
On road tyres as well.
Exactly. And the second I put it into full high, not a slip, nothing. It
Sure
didn't
footed.
skid or snake.
Yeah.
It was literally like a mountain goat. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was sure-footed. And
There you go, the verdict's in. We all agree that perfect for farmers, construction, even taking your caravan or racing car on a long motorway journey. I mean, to face it, we've just returned back from the Cotswolds from a Renault range day. 500-mile tank as well. It's just refined, practical, functional, and I think it looks the part with this new facelift. Wouldn't we agree, guys?
absolutely, SsangYong knocked it out the park again for me.